Hi, baby, welcome home. Do you want to hear some interesting things? Well, like interesting history, medical stuff, and a lot of random babbling. Thank you, baby. Okay, so did you know that the Yucatan is actually a, a very unfortunate translation where the natives were like, in the native language, Yucatan meant I don't know or I don't understand. And like, yes, that's what the conquistadores, that's what like, yes, but that's what we'll name this place. The Yucatan Peninsula. It's the I don't understand peninsula. I get a kick out of it every time. As well as the Nahuatl word for avocado is aguacate, as in, like, for normal Central American Spanish, right? So, it roughly directly translates into testicle. And it's a general joke in my family that, like, hey, do you want some veggie testicle? For whenever we're referring to avocados. Let's see. Oh, did you know the, like, the general, like, year cycle, not the one that you're thinking of, but the general year cycle actually aligns with our, like, year cycle, kind of. Like, they were kind of right and onto something, as well as that the Mesoamericans bathed more often than the European counterparts. Yeah. Oh, did you know that honey is a natural, like, antiseptic, and like, an antiseptic? Yeah, and our hearts are identical to pigs' hearts because, like, they're actually growing human hearts inside of pigs for, like, transplants. Making sure it has the exact DNA of the transplant patient. They actually make sure the pig has the actual heart of the transplant patient, like, genetically, so the body doesn't, like, react and, attack it. Let's see. What other random facts? Okay. During World War II, when nylon was, like, used for, like, was rationed and stuff. So, when the women needed tights, you know what they would do? They would take a slightly darker foundation color than their actual skin, like slightly darker and slightly more of another shade, and pat it on their legs with a beauty blender, pat it all over their legs, and then take some eyeliner and draw the seam up the back. That's what they did. Oh, let's see. A lot of the English rivers have the same names because, like, the original native people of England, Ireland, and Scotland did not name their rivers. No, they didn't. So a lot of the rivers have the same name. Let's see. The movie I, Robot is loosely based on a collection of short stories by the exact same name by Isaac Asimov. Also an interesting fact about Isaac Asimov, he has the most stories in every, like, about all of the, like, genres except two, biography and autobiography. Those are the only two he doesn't have, like, a book in. Let's see. Oh yeah, Blade Runner is loosely, and I say loosely with extreme emphasis, baby, based off of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, or DAYS for short. The first modern use of the term robot was in Rossum's Universal Robots, aka RUR by Carl Chapek. Let's see, there's still 3 laws of robotics created by Isaac Asimov. That's actually very interesting. And there's like a fourth fourth one, ugh, I didn't even count it as fourth. He, like, put it as in, like, if XYZ, he's like, you guys wanted robot sex? Okay, fine. Like, if it doesn't interfere with all the other conditions, robots can fuck. Robots can do each other. Sodium bicarbonate is actually a 2-acting leavening agent, which does not stop in the oven. Most leavening agents stop in the oven, where the bicarbonate part comes in, so it continues to leaven in the oven. Let's see. So robot originally meant unpaid slave or laborer, was meant as unpaid laborer, which the modern use of robot was in RUR. So if you ever feel like a robot, yeah. Okay. Facts about ADHD. Here's some more random facts. Okay, hypermobility is indeed linked to being neurodivergent. Mi amor, you know I've never showed you this. I actually have hypermobility in my hands. Goes about pretty far back to, like, where my fingers are almost 90 degrees. Like, a pretty steep angle. And, yeah. No, it doesn't hurt, baby. It doesn't hurt. My fingers are fine. Let's see. So, just, like, here's some just random, like, food opinions of mine. Raising Cane's. Good sauce, dry-ass chicken. Sonic, truly slept on. Okay, their shit's good, okay? Like, you may not think so. Like, when you're, like, just sitting there, like, I've tried it. It's actually ridiculously good. There's more zeros in a Google. You can look that up. It is... How many zeros? How many zeros are in a Google? Let's see. A Google is 10 to the 100th power, which is 1 followed by 100 zeros. And then Googleplex. Okay. Decimal notation followed by 100 zeros, which is... Let's see, which is... One Google is just basically 10 to the power of 100, which is ridiculous. Like, so it's 10 times to the power of 10 times to the power of 100, which is ridiculous. And it's more particles than we have in the known universe, actually. I'm sure about that. But you can double check me on that one. So if you throw a hypothetical blanket over, like, Arizona and stretch it all out for the mountains, ridges, valleys, etc., and then you pull it back out to, like, reveal that Arizona is actually bigger than Texas. Well, in, like, square mileage. Because Texas is mostly flat, like most of the people there, they're flat brain. No smooth brain, flat brain. So, I have some survival tips for you. So, a slight survival tip, I guess. If you're ever walking in the woods in the Appalachian mountain range, it's a great idea to whistle in the woods at night to scare off skinwalkers and any angry native to the Appalachian Mountain Range. Autistic people and people with schizophrenia have naturally occurring psychedelics in their pee. Queen Victoria actually started the trend of having a loved one's lock of hair in a locket. She actually had a locket that had Prince Albert's hair. Yes, it's weird, but hey. And then she had one for each of her kids, which, imagine how many lockets that was. Julius Caesar was actually bisexual. The one time he bottomed for a man, his whole platoon made fun of him, and they actually made a whole song up about it. Nobody knows what the song is actually about, but we get the general idea. And in Latin, the Caesar pronounces K, so Caesar would be pronounced as Caesar, and Cerberus would be pronounced as Cerberus. And if I hear you saying, "Oh, no, it's Cerberus. Oh, Cerberus guards the gates of hell." No, it's Cerberus, and he guards the entrance to the underworld across the river Styx. So, yeah. The Holiday Inn was actually founded in the 50s for veterans. That's right, Holiday Inn was founded in the 50s for veterans. Let's see, what other random bullshit facts? Thanks to the bullcrap movie that is Blade Runner, we now have the whole obsession with cyberpunk. And, what was the first? One of the earliest, stories actually predicted VR. Yeah, virtual reality. And they're VR Insta influencers and etc. So, it is wild. So, Jimmy Carter was going to visited Poland in 1997. So, a translator hired by the U.S. Department knew Polish, had no experience in translating that language. Interpreter intentionally made up several hilarious translation mistakes. The most memorable is "your desires for the future," which the interpreter translated as "your lusts for the future." That's hysterical. Let's see. So, a lot of the, a specific marketing campaign was the Got Milk, which is well known. It was not the case for the Latinos, which the catchy Got Milk slogan was mistranslated into Spanish as, "Are you?" No, this is too funny. It was translated into Spanish as, "Are you lactating?" Which marketed Latino health, and they changed it to familia, amor y leche, family, love, and milk, which is not as funny, but hey. So the funniest mistranslation that happens a lot, the English word for embarrassment is actually a false cognate. So it means it sounds similar to the Spanish word embarazada. Embarazada meaning pregnant. So if you say, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. And if you try to say that, you'll get publicly embarrassed by saying, oh my gosh, I'm so pregnant. Like, it's funny. It's stupid. And just, there are so many mistranslations. It's ridiculous.